Miss, I love your curly hair. Can I paint your portrait?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. What's your name and what's your biggest dream in life?
Well, my name is Jessie. I want to write and publish a book. The reason I love to write is that I care a lot about connecting with people and making isolating experiences feel less isolating.
When did you start writing?
About 2 years ago now. My mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I haven't really figured out the
I'm so sorry to hear.
the past tense version of that, but I have two moms who are just like pretty amazing people.
Yeah.
They were lesbians who met in the early 80s at an AA meeting.
Iconic.
Yeah, truly like iconic women. Used a sperm donor to have me
Yeah.
the year that it became legally possible for two women
Wow.
to have access to a sperm donor. I started to share these like weekly essays on
Yeah.
a Substack
Yeah.
about like the real-time experience of my mom choosing to stop treatment and eventually passing away. The experience of sharing that completely changed the experience of going through loss for me.
Do you feel like writing helps you heal?
Absolutely. But then beyond that, I think it's allowed me to take almost out-of-body experiences and like find a way to share them. For terminally ill patients who have less than 6 months to live, in some states there's the option to choose to end your life. Near the end of my mom's life, she decided to do that. And I wrote about it. I wrote in real time about the experience of my mom choosing to end her life that way.
Yeah.
I never would have known how to process that like truly out-of-body experience if I hadn't been putting it in writing as it was happening.
I can't even fathom that. That is such a heavy thing to go through. Are you going through therapy?
Like in some ways I think that it shouldn't feel like such a solitary experience, but it does. Like it's like the only thing that everyone goes through is loss, and yet it still can make you feel like so alone.
What would you say are some of the benefits of therapy?
Anytime you can create like a non-judgmental space to like truly feel your feelings,
Yeah.
that's valuable.
So where did you grow up?
Basically raised in a lesbian commune. That's a joke, but it's also not. Like
Yeah.
sort of an abundance of female role models because of that.
So what was it like growing up in downtown Manhattan?
I think one thing that I have been thinking a lot about, it was my third day of kindergarten on 9/11. I was 5, and my school and my family's apartment were really, really close to the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
After the towers fell, government officials were saying it's safe, you can stay. It's like since become clear that that's actually not the case, and there have been really severe health ramifications for people who lived in that area. And my mom's cancer, for example, was a 9/11 related cancer. There are resources that are available to people. There's something called the World Trade Center Health Fund.
So your mom was a part of it?
She received coverage by the World Trade Center Health Fund for her cancer, but also she did a lot of like advocacy work to try and expand the coverage of the World Trade Center Health Program. All the data on how 9/11 toxins impact people is based off of adult men.
Yeah.
And environmental toxins impact women and children like really, really differently than they impact men. I testified before like a CDC committee about the need for expanding that, and I just think like there are a lot of illnesses that like are only going to impact women and children, like infertility, for example.
Wow, that's incredible. You're doing the Lord's work. How was it testifying? Were you nervous?
When I was 13, I actually testified on behalf of same-sex marriage. I think I was more nervous as like a 26-year-old than I was as a 13-year-old.
If you could give your 18-year-old self advice, what would it be?
Talk to strangers, probably.
Go to one.
But also I think that was like my mom's whole ethos. The running joke in my family was like, oh, mama made a friend on the train and now he's coming over for dinner. And like I swear to God that happened more than once. As I've gotten older, and especially as she got sick, and I saw like how she just never lost that quality of herself, I think I like pretty intentionally started trying to emulate that quality. And if you have good friends, you will always be okay.
I definitely agree with that.
Oh my God.
I just love genuine people. Like,
I feel like if you have good friends, you will always be okay.
what message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
Try and understand people who disagree with you. Don't get stuck in your own version of reality such that you lose sight of trying to figure out what's true.
Yeah.
Sort of like talk to strangers. Just try and broaden your own perspective rather than narrowing it.
All right, Jessie. Thank
Okay.
you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Oh my God, wow. I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
This was so fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so vulnerable and open.
Oh my God.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow.